Hey folks, back one more time because I'm vibing with my bros. A little bit of on the Japanese tip right now. Right quick before that, I do want to just shout out and give my condolences to Conrad who lost his pet of 18 years. That's losing a dear friend. God bless you, Conrad. A little bit of silence there for you. So I wanted to just kind of vibe a little bit. Now I'm listening to something I had kind of forgotten about that I really dug that came out a few years ago. A band called The Bird and the Bee. Anara George, Lowell George, formerly of Little Feat, who's dead now, pardon me, sorry, that was bad. That's her dad. Listen to how morbid I am. Jeez. But I know I'm going to be getting that third-party crap for sure here, but I don't know. This is some good stuff. But I want to show a couple of Japanese-related records. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, let me turn it down a little bit here. I'm just going to show a few Harumi Hosono and Yukihiro Takahashi records. I sent Dave a link to my YMO post that I did over a year ago. And I don't remember if I showed my Hosono complete vinyl. I only have a few. But he had mentioned Cochin Moon, and this is nowadays on the hard to find pricey side. And this is an early electronic tour de force between Hosono and Yoku, who has his own whole background. I've had this for decades. All of these are originals. And then the next one I can show is Paraiso by Hari Hosono and the Yellow Magic Band. This is what preceded Yellow Magic Orchestra, and both Takahashi and Sakamoto are on this album. Now here's one where I just have the cover, but I have had to take it. I thought I'd found something one time and I could not find the record. So I paid for the cover, $1. Tropical Dandy. This is again an original cover for an early Hosono, a Japanese album of his. To find one of these, you'd be paying some big money, so I'm definitely keeping the cover. SFX, this is really a lot of his stuff from the 80s, because he was on the cutting edge of technology and trying things. There's some of it has a bit of a dated timbre to it, but still, Hosono was one of the folks that was really showing how to do things. It's got James Brown on here as a guest vocalist. SFX. Video game music, literally, he wrote video game music, and that's what this is, and the various games that he wrote the theme music for. This is the first Hosono solo album that I was able to get when I got turned on to them back in the 80s. This is just still, parts of this are just really jaw-dropping. Philharmony, Harumi Hosono. Now, just bear with me for a second. Let me see if I've got something on the computer right quick to reference as we're here. So I might, at the very least, I can put some Hosono on. Let's see, we're looking at Philharmony. I don't think so. But, okay, here's... Oh man, this is so cool. This is some ambient Hosono. This is from the album. I have the album coming up. Yeah, this one, Mercuric Dance. Just fantastic. This is one you can find. It's a U.S. Release of Mental Sports Mixes. Some remixes of his stuff by folks like 808 State, Something Wonderful, Bomb the Bass. This is really nice. This is one you can find. And the last one I have on vinyl is The Endless Talking. I've shown this before. This is just really kind of hard to describe. It's just fantastic. I didn't want to grab my Sakamoto because I got a bunch of Sakamoto, but this is a Sakamoto related Koharu Kisaragi Neoplant. It's a 12-inch single that Sakamoto produced and plays on. It's very cool. Neoplant. One side is pop and the other side is ambient as hell. Not hell, but probably ambient is the idea of heaven, maybe. And then Takahashi, which is Yukihiro Takahashi. He first came to my attention through being the drummer in Sadistic Mika Band. I do have that album he showed. But then he started YMO with Hosono and Sakamoto. And I have several of his solo albums. Not all of them, I wish. Here we have Murdered by the Music, and this is, I think, on blue vinyl, possibly? Oh, this is just so heavenly. I just love the Japanese, oh, wow, jeez. Let's get all this stuff in here. Oh, Yellow Magic Orchestra sticker, huh. Wow, let me see, this is really just quite the package, yeah. Blue vinyl. I see a poster as well as the usual insert here. Huh. Once again, one of the fun things about sharing the records is I forget what I have. Here is a UK version of the album, Murdered by the Music, on Static. Same label as the band The Chameleons, who I may talk about here soon. This is fantastic. What Me Worry? Oh, this is so cool. Mid-80s, just amazing. Sarava. Kind of an homage to his love of France, I would imagine. This is a wonderful album. There's probably some covers on here I should take a look at closer. He may be doing some Serge Gainsbourg in here. I'll take a look. This is another one that you can find. New Romantic. This was released in the US on Alpha. Seemed like it got a bit of a push at the time. Phil Manzanares on this. This is wonderful. Seriously. Don't pass it up. I'm sure that many of you have passed this album up many times in the used and bargain bins. This is fantastic. It truly is. Wonderful. Just turn this down a little bit now. Wild and Moody with Bill Nelson on Bill Nelson's label Cocteau. Yeah, this is again just wow. Tomorrow's just another day. Don't have the obi for this, but this is Japanese. Just really some wonderful what I consider high-class pop, as well as soundtracks. This is a soundtrack for Poisson d'Avril. Here's a live album, live 1983. Okay, now that was the end of the Hosono. So let me just take a second here and switch over to some Takahashi, since we're doing this. Mistake. I wonder if I have that on here. Okay, this is some good stuff though. Okay, we'll go with this one. Just for a second, listen to some Hosono. I mean Takahashi, and I think I'll add the file. Yeah, this is a live album from, excuse me for being distracted, 1983. 12-inch single duet he did with Steve Jansen of the band Japan. He's one of my favorite drummers and just artists. Stay Close. This is so excellent. And they have another, this was given to me, I think, by someone in the VC. I can't remember who. Once a Fool. Blew me away. Can't quite remember who sent this to me.
I've seen every sky, a place I have been. I'm just a person.
This is real collectible.
In every blue moon, I see a dream.
Oh, another pressing. This is a UK pressing. The other one was Japanese.
My heart wants to follow. Here by the water.
Stranger things have happened.
Here
This is
by
one of
the
his. Let's see. Let's try another track. What else we got on here? He does a pastiche of a lot of American pop, as you can hear. Loves Motown. I love the way he produces this stuff, though. So this is more on the pop side here. I'm not really ready here, but he's good. Let's try this. Now that's more like Hosono. So anyway, I'm just going around here, but I wanted to just kind of YMO song here. Just say hey to the brothers. I see that JC68. I like that short. I'm gonna do that. You got a new video up, vibing on the Japanese thing. I'll be checking you out after this one loads up.